Hello?
Hi.
My dog's in a very barky mood today, so she might be interrupting us. Bella.
I'm sorry I missed class again. I had to go to the dentist.
Should I show you guys my dog? You want to see her? Yeah. Bella, come here. Come here. Oh, she's running away from me. Bella, come here. Come here. Come here. Say hi. Yep, this is my puppy Bella. Do you like barking today? Yeah. Oh, CJ, you have a cat? Yeah, what's your cat's name?
Shadow.
All right, CJ, I didn't hear your cat's name. You want to tell it to me again?
Shadow.
Shadow? That's a fitting name. Nice. All right. So today, we're going to continue along our nature theme and all the activities that go along with it. We're going to be talking about trail etiquette. So what is expected of you if you were to go hiking on trails. And then we're also going to talk about some survival. And we're going to do an activity with what you would need to survive or what you would need to take with you on a hike. So we're going to go ahead and get started. If you guys would like to go and get a piece of paper and something to write with, you're going to be playing a game and going along and making a list and giving points and all that kind of stuff today. So you can go ahead and grab that if you need to. And I'm going to share my screen. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started. Again, this is trail etiquette and survival, what to do and what you need. So, what is trail etiquette? What are the do's and don'ts of hiking and camping? What are some things that you guys know about the do's and don'ts of hiking? The picture's a hint.
Yeah, don't go off the trail.
Don't go off the trail. That's a good one. Why are we told not to go off the trail?
Because you'll get lost.
You could get lost. Do you know why else? There's one other reason too.
So we don't disrupt nature?
Yeah, so we don't disrupt the nature. Good job. If you start walking all over the place, you might kill some fragile animals or plants, right? Good job. I have some things on my list. You have to know what is allowed on the trail. Some trails allow dogs, some don't. Some trails are for bikes and some aren't. So it's important to know what you can and cannot bring on your trail. You need to yield to uphill traffic. So stay on the right and pass on the left. What does it mean to yield to uphill?
Wait for the other person?
Yeah. So if you are walking down the trail and you come across people walking up the trail, you have to stop. If you're walking downhill, you stop and you let the other people pass you before you go. That's what it means to yield, to stop and let someone else pass. This one is my favorite. Take only pictures, leave only footprints. If you take snacks, make sure you pick up all of your trash. Don't leave, if you're hiking with a dog and the dog goes to the bathroom, you have to make sure that you clean that up. And don't take anything with you from the trail. Don't take plants or animals or rocks. You can take pictures though. And then the last one, be kind, be respectful. If you meet other people on the trail, treat them with respect. You can say hello. My favorite thing is to greet all the other hikers and have a brief little conversation with them. So that is some trail etiquette. Now we're gonna move on to our activity, all right? So this is what you're gonna need your piece of paper and pencil or writing utensil for. So we're gonna play a little bit of a simulation game today. So I'm gonna set this up. Let's say you're going on a hike. It can be one of the hikes that we talked about yesterday or a favorite hike that you've been on before. What do you need in your backpack when you go on that hike? I'm gonna give you 2 minutes roughly to either write down a list or you can draw pictures of all the things that you will need for a long hike. Let's say this hike is 5 hours, okay? So it's a longer hike. Then I'm going to read some scenarios and we will see who is best prepared. Yes, so I'm gonna give you 2 minutes right now to write a list of all the things that you will need for your hike. Again, you can draw pictures as well if that's what you prefer. I'm gonna play some music while we do this. We're gonna listen to some good old Mumford and Sons.
It's empty in the valley of your heart. Sun it rises slowly as you move away from all the things and all the thoughts you've left behind. The harvest left no food for you to do. You panic over the moon and you see. But I've seen the same. I know there's shame in your defeat. But I will hold on, hope, and I won't let you choke on the noose around your neck. My strength and pain, I will change my ways. I know my name as it's cold again. I have things to fill my time. You take what is yours and I'll take mine. Now let me at the truth which will refresh my broken mind. So tie me to a post. All my ears I can see windows and holes.
All right, about 30 seconds left. All right, so stop writing your list. We're gonna get started, all right? So here's how the rest of this is gonna work. I'm going to read out a scenario, and then there's going to be a list of items and things to do for each scenario. If your items on your list match the one on mine, you will give yourself a point. Okay, so if you have the same item on your list that's on my list, then you're going to give yourself a point. And you can put a little check mark next to that thing on your list or give yourself a little point there. And then the person with the most points at the end of the game survives. Sound good? You don't know. I'll walk you through it again. Well, I'll go through it as we go through. Yeah? All right, here we go. Let's get started. First things first, what do we wear on a hike? What did you guys put that you would wear on a long hike? Did you put?
Shoes.
Yep, shoes, good hiking boots, not just any shoes, right? Should you go hiking in flip-flops? No. How many of you guys own like Vans or Keds or like slip-on shoes that are really flat? Yeah, Converse. Those are very stylish shoes, very cute, but don't wear them on a hike. Your feet are gonna end up hurting. Yeah? And they don't have a lot of grip on the bottom either. You might slip and fall. What else?
I didn't really talk about what to wear.
That's all right. How about this? Layers. When you're hiking, you should wear layers. So have a light jacket to throw on over it, maybe a hat, things to wear. And the last one, sunscreen. Whenever you go hiking, you should always wear sunscreen. All right. If you have any of these items on your list, you can give yourself a point, okay? Oh no. All right. Here's your scenario. You're hiking and the time approaches 1 p.m. So 1 in the afternoon. You feel hot, faint, tired, and thirsty. What do you do and what do you need from your backpack?
Stop for water.
Water. Yep. Now on my list, I have a water bottle, but it's a special kind of water bottle. They are metal water bottles that are double lined. They keep your water cooler for longer. Ice will last in there all day long, and they're good for the environment. So those little plastic ones that we get that are one use, I recommend don't taking those. They get hot really fast and they pollute the oceans. They're just not as good. Take a reusable water bottle. What else? What else might you need? Yeah, Wyatt, what's up?
You'd probably need to bring some toilet paper with.
Toilet paper? Yeah. I don't have that on this slide, but that's a good idea. What else? You're hot, faint, tired, thirsty. It's 1 in the afternoon. Yep. What's up?
Snacks.
Snacks. Every good hiker brings some snacks, right? Fruit is really good. Apples and oranges, Cliff bars, nuts, dried fruit. These things right here are Energy Bites or Aussie Bites. They have whole grains and sometimes even chocolate in them. They're really yummy. Good job. So if you have water bottle or snacks on your list, go ahead and give yourself a point.
What if you have both?
Then you get 2 points. So you get a point for every item. So on that last slide, if you had boots, layers or a jacket, and sunscreen, you get 3 points. That makes sense. All right, next scenario. You have been hiking in the hot sun all day long. Your skin is turning red and you are starting to feel sick. What do you do and what do you need from your bag?
I feel like that's when the sunscreen comes in.
Yep, Sunscreen. Good job. What else would you do?
Rest.
Rest, yeah, maybe find some shade to sit in, have a seat. Yep. What else? What else might we need from our bag? Yeah, Wyatt?
Water.
Water again. Yep, we had water on our previous slide. So of course you're always going to need water. I put aloe vera. Do you know what aloe vera is, guys? Have you ever used it on sunburns before?
Oh, there's plants.
Yeah, aloe vera is a plant and they take the inside of it right here. It's like a jelly kind of, and it has lots and lots of moisture and it's cooling. So if you're sunburned or if you're getting really hot, putting aloe vera on your skin will restore some of its moisture and cool you off. So aloe vera is important to have.
My mom said we used to have one of those.
An aloe vera plant?
Yeah.
That's cool. What about a personal fan? You can get the ones that like spray water on you and you can like fan yourself and get squirt in the face with water. Those are pretty fantastic. This is a version that you put around your neck and then the fans like sit right here in front of your face and just fan you all the time, hands-free. I thought that was pretty cool. Good job. If you have any of those items, you can put a point next to them. All right, next scenario. You're on a trail with lots of tall weeds and low-hanging trees. You notice that there are lots of bugs and mosquitoes. What do you do and what do you need?
Bug spray.
Bug spray, easiest one, right? What else? This one might be kind of tricky. This kind of goes back to things that you might wear. The easiest way to prevent yourself from getting bitten by bugs or ticks, which are really bad, they can cause disease, is to cover up your body. Wear pants, wear sleeves, and wear long socks. All of these things will cover up the skin that the bugs would want to eat. And then you can also spray this with your bug spray and it'll keep the bugs away even more so. But if you're gonna go hiking in a wooded area where there's lots of tall weeds and grasses and low-hanging trees, especially near a lake, make sure you're wearing layers. And you can get layers that are breathable, that don't make you too hot, but those are important. Okay, next scenario. You're on a rocky trail and you slip on loose gravel. You fall and scrape up your knee pretty badly. What do you need and what do you do?
Band-Aids.
Band-Aids, bingo, good job. All sorts of varieties. What else might you need?
Like a kit, kind of.
Yeah, maybe like a first aid kit. Yeah.
I didn't write this down. Maybe bandages.
Bandages, yeah, like gauze and the wrap. Yeah. I would use antiseptic wipes as well to clean out. If you have dirt in your wound, make sure you wash it out. You could also use like a t-shirt and a water bottle too to do that. And antibacterial or antiseptic cream to keep it from getting infected or hurting too bad. Good job. If you have any of those items, give yourself a point. All right, next scenario. You are on a long hike and suddenly the trail gets hard to follow. You follow what you think is a trail, but you get lost. What do you do and what do you need?
Compass.
A compass, yep. What else?
A phone.
Maybe a phone. What if you're out of service? What if you don't get signal?
A map.
A map and a compass, good job. Yep, this is a trail map. To be specific to the area that you're hiking in, and a compass. I like where you're going with a phone. When we get lost, what do we use on our phones?
I don't really know.
Do you know what it's called? It's 3 letters.
911.
No. It's like
G?
Google Maps.
Yes. A GPS.
Yeah, GPS. So this is what GPS looks like on our phones, right? Well, back before we had GPS on our phones, we had a little GPS device that looked like this. And it doesn't require internet signal. It just needs the satellite to connect to it. So this is a really good tool. My mom was listening to me prepare this lesson and she said flares. Do you guys know what a flare is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could also put flares on this list. I didn't, but that's what you could do as well. Okay, other things to consider. What are some other things that we didn't maybe include on this list that you would put in your bag?
I guess a bat.
Hydrogen peroxide.
Hydrogen peroxide, yeah, to clean wounds. Did
I put
anybody? Well, yeah. You would need a backpack to fill a backpack, right? That's a really good idea. I put allergy medicine. Because this will help if you maybe stumble upon some poison ivy or poison oak. You could put some anti-itch cream on it, or allergy medicine in case you're allergic to the plants that you're hiking around.
For if you get lost, something that tells you what berries you can and can't eat.
Ooh, yeah. Maybe like a guide, what is it? A trail guide book that tells you about all the local plants. That's a good one. I didn't put that on my list, but that's really good. What about this? It's a little waterproof pouch that you can put all of your important things in. This might be more so if you were to hike with your family. Maybe your mom or your dad would have one of these for cell phones, car keys, wallets. But you might want to have one of these too in case if you guys have phones and you bring them with you, or cameras or things like that. And then Wyatt said toilet paper. That's a pretty good one. Yep. How about a hat and glasses? If it's really sunny, if it's really hot, you're probably going to want those things to protect yourself as well. So if you have any of these items on your list, you can go ahead and give yourself a point as well. All right. And this one is very, very important. Before you go hiking, always, always hike with a buddy. Never go hiking by yourself, okay? And make sure you tell someone where you are hiking and when you expect to be back. So if someone isn't going hiking in your family, or if you have a friend, relative, tell them when and where you're hiking so that if you don't return, they can get you help. That's really important. We don't want anything bad to happen to anyone, right? Did anybody put a hiking buddy on your list? I'm just curious. No. Okay.
You said stuff that you'd be able to have in your backpack.
You're right. I did say that. And you can't fit another person in your backpack. That's not nice.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think? Did you survive? Did you have all the things you needed to complete your hike safely? I want you to tally up all the points that you have, and then you can either tell them to me with your microphone, or you can type them into the chat if you just want to tell me. But actually, let's do this. Everybody add up your points and then type them into chat so that I can see them, okay? Okay, our winner is Riona. She had 12 points. Good job. Do you like to hike? Yeah, very nice. Okay. Yep, that's the end of my slideshow. Good job, guys. Now you know what you need if you were to go hiking. Always remember water, a snack, probably Band-Aids and sunscreen. If I had to boil it down to the 4 things that you need, water, snack, sunscreen, and Band-Aids. Have a great rest of your weekend. Next week, we're gonna go on a mini world tour. We're gonna be touring Italy, Brazil, China, New Zealand, and South Africa. We're gonna be doing a bunch of activities. We'll be making truffles and kites and all sorts of fun crafts, and learning a lot of stuff about those countries. So look forward to that, all right? Have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Bye, guys.
Bye.